Hey YouTube, I'm back once again, back with today's pickups rather than this week's. It's been a bit of an eventful week, so I've done videos, quite a few videos over the last few days of what I've bought. But once again, I've been out today. I still had a bunch of CEX vouchers to spend, and the plan was for yesterday, actually on Friday, but it never happened. But the plan for yesterday was to go up to Sunderland and Hartlepool and check out HMV and CEX. As it turned out, that didn't happen. I took a longer drive and went up to the metro centre. And I thought, while I'm at the metro centre, it's only a 10-minute train ride into Newcastle. So I went into Newcastle. So I've done 3 CEXs today and 2 HMVs. And I've got a couple of HMV pickups and a few... a bit of info on a few CEX trades, if you like, that can be bought in HMV at the moment that are worth getting for trade-ins. If you've got a town that has both CEX and HMV and you're going to CEX, it's worth looking in HMV for a few. But the ones I bought, there's one for me and one for eBay. So I found another copy of 12 Monkeys with the slipcover. The last one I got, which was on, I think I said in the last video Tuesday, but it might have been Wednesday. It was either Tuesday or Wednesday. I've got a feeling it was Wednesday. But anyway, I got one of these. Before I went into work, I literally took a couple of photographs in my car and did a quick listing on my phone. And within an hour, I'd had an offer, best offer, but I didn't see that because I was working for a little while. So by the time I accepted that best offer, it'd probably been running for almost 2 hours, the auction. But it was, when I checked, there wasn't a single one of these on eBay. So I put it up and put a best offer on it, and yeah, somebody made me an offer and I accepted it. But now I found another one. I've got this one listed. Been on a few hours. Who knows? It might. That last one just might have been a fluke. But it is out of print, at least with the slipcover. So you know, it's fairly rare, and people do collect these. I collect these. And then the other one I got, this one's for me. Technically, I've got this. This is Shock Treatment. This is just a standard release. I've got both the limited editions, the Cosmo and Nation editions, which are still sealed. I've seen a few people do unboxings of those when they came out, and the packaging looked really, really flimsy. So I decided to leave mine sealed because it just holds them together better. So I finally got one for me. This has been out for a while now. There's no book in this, no booklet, should I say. But I don't know whether this edition ever did come with a booklet. Literally from the week it came out, I was looking at these in HMV, and you can just tell by the weight and rattling it. That rattling side is a postcard. That's not a booklet. The sound of a booklet is very different, if at all. But you can also feel it with a book. So yeah, I'm a huge fan of the Rocky Horror Picture Show. I have seen this, but a very long time ago on VHS, probably. So I'll be watching that quite soon. But also, the first HMV I was in, I thought I'd have a quick look on CEX's website, and I just did a search for Arrow Video Blu-rays. Something that never used to be able to do, but somehow they've tweaked the search so you don't actually have to search something that's in the title. They must have some kind of something else within the search that it will search for specific brands, I suppose. Anyway, I looked through Arrow Video, and I sort of narrowed the search down to items that were less than £40 to buy, because otherwise you'd have had all the really rare, and even some of the rare box sets were still scattered amongst those. So I found a few titles, a few Arrow titles in HMV that are definitely worth a look at for trading. The first one I went to, there was just 2, and I'm going to try and stick some photos. I took some photos while I was there, so I'm going to try and stick some photos in, either the way I did in the last couple of videos, just overlaying and over the top of this, or maybe if I can get them in the top corner, either way. So the first 2 I found were Madhouse and Rawhead Rex, and they are both trading in, I believe, for £10. Today when I scanned them, they were both trading in for £10 each. Then when I went into the second HMV, they didn't have Madhouse, but they did still have Rawhead Rex. But I also saw City of the Dead, not City of the Living Dead, City of the Dead, which again is trading in for £10. I did own that, but I got rid of it because it wasn't that good. And the one I got, I did get in CEX quite cheap, but it was a new copy without a booklet, so I purged my collection of the few titles that I owned that didn't have booklets, and that was one of them. Again, trading in for £10. One that I thought had been out of print for quite a while, but this HMV had several copies. Branded to Kill, which is a Japanese film. Again, these are all part of the 2 for 15, which I believe ends on the 21st of this month. But Branded to Kill is trading in at the moment for £12, which I thought was a pretty good deal. And of course, Old Boy, which we discussed earlier in the week, that's still trading in for £10. And finally, the last one was, of course, Weird Science, which we also discussed earlier in the week, which too is trading in for £10. So moving on to the first CEX that I went to, which was in the Metro Centre. It was quite a queue to get in that store, and they've got a weird one-way system going around. They've got very narrow aisles, so every few seconds you have to, if you're bent down looking at the lower shelves, you've got to stand up and step back, breathing, and let people go past, which is a bit annoying, but I suppose it couldn't be helped. But this first one is an Arrow release, Defcon 4, which came out last year, I believe. I've never seen this film. Comes with a booklet and a postcard of RoboCop, which I think I already have that postcard. This was in a blue case, which is odd for an Arrow release. Obviously not the original case. But I had some stuff to trade in at CEX, and one of those was in a clear case, so I switched the cases over. Yeah, so that's probably why. Well, it's not probably why, it is why there's no price label on this one. But yeah, it's another great one to add to the collection. I'm pretty pleased I grabbed that. Really decent price as well at £6. One that I did own and gave away, so I'm happy to have got this back. I had to warn the movie, but this is, somebody told me this was really rare. It's an American release, so what was doing in CEX, I don't know. They had a couple of other US Blu-rays as well, but for £2.50 we've got the original Iron Man. This is the 2-disc edition with the shiny slip cover, and then you've just got the plain artwork inside. I am a little bit nervous of these stickers though, because these silvery shiny slip covers, sometimes the stickers sort of remove the top foil layer. Then finally getting this on Blu-ray. I've been after this for so long. I used to have the German Steelbook, and I saw that a couple of years ago. Red State, Kevin Smith movie, but a very different Kevin Smith movie, quite a departure from his usual stuff, but still I really enjoy this film. It's nothing like Jay and Silent Bob at all. But yeah, it's really, really good. And somewhere in this pile, I have a slipcover. There it is, which I already had. So I'm happy to put these two together. So I've now got slipcover edition. Another copy of Devil's Double, again for £1 for the black case. Some IMAX, Adrenaline Rush, it's only 50p, can't go wrong with that. Another 3D title for £1, Safari, Safari 3D, again that was £1. And then this next pile, the second CEX I went to was the first, because there's 2 CEXs in Newcastle, and the first one's quite a small one. There wasn't really anything in there that I was that interested in. I did, however, pick up a few other things. This wasn't on the list that I made, mainly because I didn't actually look through the TV shows when I was looking online to see what was available, but I just had to get this. It's a limited edition Doctor Who. So this is the Series 6 with the limited silence head on the cover. I think this is weird. I'm sure it must have been sold like this, but I don't know, it looks odd to have this plastic thing over the front. Yeah, but for £8 I was happy to get that. I'm not sure whether I've got Series 6, the standard version of Series 6 or not. But if I have, then at least I've got it to trade in. Series 6 is one of my favourites of new Doctor Who. This I bought for the case alone. I was just looking when I was putting my stuff away last night, and some of my 101 films, the newer releases of 101 films with the Criterion style cases, some of them are in red cases, but one's in a white case, or a clear case should I say. So the Golden Compass, I already own this, but it's one of these, like I say, Criterion style 2-disc cases, but it's a red one, and I've just got that one movie that I got, Alien Nation, quite recently, that's in a clear case. So this is perfect. So I was going to go and look online to see if I could find out how much, if at all, one of these cases was, because I do periodically do searches on eBay for red cases, and they don't come up that often, red Blu-ray cases specifically. So yeah, for a couple of £1 for an extra case. It's not for an extra case, it's for a case that I need. I was happy to do that. Then the original Johnny English, which I thought I had Johnny English and Johnny English Reborn in a double set, but I don't. I just have Johnny English Reborn on its own. So another great British movie that I'm finally happy to get on Blu-ray, and not the first in this pile either. So we'll jump onto that one. This film I think is fantastic. I love this, it's hilarious. It's The Parole Officer with Steve Coogan. I'm sure a lot of people who've been watching for a while know I'm a massive fan of Steve Coogan, and specifically Alan Partridge, but this as well is a lot of fun. It's really, really, really good. Another cheap Christmas movie that I'm pretty sure will go up in price before Christmas, so best to get it now. Again, it's another film that I do own, but I own a foreign release. Bad Santa. Now I do have this, what I think is a Scandinavian release. Now this says it's the uncensored version. I have the DVD version of this, but the DVD version says it's uncut, whereas this doesn't, and I just assumed this was the theatrical cut. But I'm not sure that it is. Now, I don't know if the camera will pick this up because it's quite small, but it actually says that it's 92 minutes. And this one is somewhere there, 99 minutes. So this one is longer than the so-called uncensored version. So I don't know, but at least I've got the UK release now, so I'm happy about that. Some more Arrow. I don't know an awful lot about this other than what I read on the back of the case, but it sounds interesting. This is Chill Factor. I don't think this has been out too long, maybe last year, or even the year before, I'm not sure. But yeah, I don't think it's been out that long. Again, made sure it had the booklet. No postcard in this one, I don't think. No. So yeah, another Arrow release to add to the collection. And then finally, a TV show that I absolutely adored, and I had a couple of seasons of this and sold them, or rather I traded them when they had a really good trading price. So I've got the first season back of Banshee. It's absolutely batshit crazy, a great show. And I don't see these very often at all in CEX or out in the wild in general, but specifically I look for these almost every time I go into CEX and just never see them. So very pleased to have got this back, and hopefully I can complete the series sooner rather than later. So there we go. That's today's pickups. Couple of HMV ones, a few, more than a few I suppose, CEX ones. No charity shops today. I don't know Newcastle city centre that well to just pop in and out of charity shops, and I don't recall passing any in I kind of went direct from CEX to CEX, then to HMV, by which time, and I did a Poundland as well, but there wasn't much in Poundland. Yeah, that's it. So once again, thanks very much for watching, and what have I got coming this week? I put in a best offer yesterday, which was countered, and I haven't accepted yet, but I'm probably going to. It's too good a price to not, to be fair. Other than that, I've got that other copy of Creepshow 2 come in. I won a video CD on eBay yesterday or the day before. I've still got some orders in at Zavvi which haven't been dispatched yet, which I'm getting a little bit concerned about. But other than that, I don't know of anything else that's coming. Yeah, so probably won't be as many videos. I shouldn't think it'll be as many videos this week. I'm working the early shift this week, so I don't get finished till sort of 2 o'clock. So by the time I get home, it's 2:30. So I won't get that much time if I do go into town after work. Although I do want to have a look round at least Stockton High Street to see how many more charity shops, if any, have opened. I did notice over the last few days, the British Heart Foundation, a lot of their stores have got signs in the window saying they're reopening, some on the 18th and some on the 20th of this month. And also I want to have a look in Cash Converters, because I haven't been in there since last week. Did I go in this? No, I didn't go in this week. So yes, since last week. So hopefully they might have got some more Blu-rays in. And the 50p a pop, it's too good to pass up if they've got anything half decent. Yeah. So other than that, this time definitely going to go. Right. Thanks very much, and I'll catch you next time. Ta-ra.